host my show, so I'm not trying to be messy. You ask a question and we'll entertain the question, but don't get mad when we match it with energy.
No, I'm saying when she said what she said, like girls, like I'm saying I'm not trying to be a
No, the first thing you said, did I come to raise bait? I did not come to raise bait, so that's not true, okay? So we're gonna start there. You started off a certain way. Listen, I ain't the 1, the 2, 3, 4, 4. Let me put you on. Y'all be saying y'all want a man that make $100K a year. Baby, the men at Invest Fest, some make $100K a month, okay? Don't play with it and...
All rise. Internet court is now in session. Today's case, the people versus Kendra G's high-yield rich husband promises, and whether InvestFest accidentally taught women the harshest supply and demand lesson of their life.
This may be the funniest thing to ever happen at a financial conference. InvestFest spends the weekend talking about investing, stocks, real estate, taxes, ownership, business, artificial intelligence, building wealth. And right in the middle of all that financial education, somebody apparently said, you know what this conference needs? A husband department. Enter Kendra G. The host of Kendra G Singles partnered with InvestFest for its first singles lounge, officially described as a place where ambitious, like-minded singles could connect for love, business, or both. You needed an InvestFest ticket and an RSVP to participate. Fine. That sounds normal. Then Kendra started marketing it. And that's where Internet Court says somebody in compliance should have slowly removed the microphone. Because Kendra's pitch wasn't just, single people will be there. No. She told women,
Let me put you on. Y'all be saying y'all want a man that make $100K a year. Baby, the men at InvestFest, some make $100K a month, okay? Don't play with it and...
This is what makes the whole situation comedy. Before the conference even started, InvestFest publicly announced that women's RSVPs for the singles lounge were full and specifically encouraged more single men to register. Wait. The women were already full. And y'all were still out here saying, the rich men will be at InvestFest. Sir. This is a finance conference. Somebody should understand supply and demand. Imagine the board meeting. Organizer, how are registrations? Women sold out. Great. Men? Long silence, we're working on that. The prosecution would like to submit, Exhibit A. InvestFest accidentally created the first dating event where the scarce asset was the man.
Let's make that very clear. There is no evidence Kendra G committed fraud or scammed anybody. She partnered with an actual event. The singles lounge actually happened. Men did attend. Women attended. The official event page clearly described what the lounge was. So Internet Court is not calling this woman a criminal scammer. But the marketing optics? Oh, those are fair game. Because if I advertised, come where the rich men are, I can't stand it. Kendra should be teaching women where to get the bag, not locating the men with the bag. It was a financial conference, not her funky little internet show.
Counselor, behave.
No, Your Honor. She told these women some of these men make $100,000 a month. Not motivational men, not aspiring men, not, I just started my LLC Thursday, because once you mention $100,000 a month, you have upgraded the expectation. And women are literally booking flights and hotels based partly on that possibility. I better have some damn men. Well, they bought plane tickets seriously. We cannot spend 11 months telling Black women to become CEOs. Then August rolls around and suddenly the investment strategy is find Terrence near the crypto panel. That's not financial empowerment. That's financial hide and seek.
Now let's be accurate. One viral clip does not prove there were literally no men at the event. Official post-event content from Earn Your Leisure described the Singles Lounge as a successful gathering where ambitious singles came together, and Kendra herself later said both single men and women showed up. So Internet Court is not ruling, no men attended. That's not supported. But the viral footage that set social media off showed a room that appeared heavily female, which is exactly why the commentary exploded. InvestFest invited thousands of ambitious professionals into one building. Why wouldn't single people network romantically too? And that's fair. The official lounge wasn't promoted solely as a hunt for wealthy men. InvestFest described it as a networking experience for ambitious singles looking for meaningful connections in love, business, or both. Also, uneven male turnout is not uniquely a Kendra G problem. Dating event organizers broadly have reported women's tickets selling much faster than men's and sometimes having to actively recruit men to maintain balance. That's the defense. And it's reasonable. But then Internet Court has one question: why did you lead with the money? Because once you say, character and integrity are important, and then immediately pivot into, but let me tell y'all where the men making $100,000 a month are. You have officially left Sunday school and entered the husband NASDAQ. Exhibit G. Even the event mechanic was hilarious. According to the footage in the transcript, attendees were given a punk chip to hand to somebody they wanted to have a conversation with. Your Honor, a chip? At a finance conference? You cannot make this up. These women came to InvestFest to learn about assets, capital, ownership, investments. And Kendra handed them a token and said, go invest that in a man. This is the funniest product synergy I have ever seen. One lady, what's the ROI? Kendra, if he calls you Monday, positive. What if he doesn't? Market volatility. Another woman puts all her chips on one brother. Shamika, diversify. Now let's be fair. There is no evidence that Kendra promised every woman a rich husband. There is no evidence InvestFest guaranteed an even gender ratio. The official page described connection and networking, not guaranteed matchmaking. And official post-event messaging maintains that men and women participated. So the responsible conclusion is not, Kendra G scammed these women. We cannot establish that. The much better Internet Court charge is, Kendra G marketed hope like a financial product. That's the angle. Because hope sells. Money sells. Love sells. And if you combine, wealth, single men, Atlanta, $100,000 a month, find your husband, you have created one of the strongest marketing cocktails known to civilization. That's not illegal. That's just marketing with a silk bonnet on. And that is the whole case. The irony is almost too perfect. InvestFest is supposed to teach people how to identify value, assets, risk, returns, scarcity, demand, bad investments, overheated markets. And Kendra G's Singles Lounge may have provided the most unforgettable lesson of the entire conference. Women's demand was so strong the female RSVP side filled up beforehand. Organizers were actively calling for more single men. That is literally, too many buyers chasing too little inventory. You don't need Warren Buffett. You just learned economics. Final ruling, Kendra G is found not guilty of fraud, because Internet Court has no evidence of fraud. However, she is hereby found guilty of aggravated hope marketing in the first degree. Additional Internet Court charges, operating an unregistered Richmond ETF. Possession of $100K a month claims with intent to increase female attendance. Creating a husband futures market without adequate male liquidity. Attempted conversion of a wealth conference into love and finance, Atlanta. And, telling women where the rich men would be before confirming the rich men wanted to be in the singles lounge. Her sentence: next year Kendra must release a prospectus. Before anybody books a flight, male to female ratio. Age range. Employment status. Number of verified $100K a month brothers. And whether those brothers actually consented to be marketed as conference amenities. Shamika Shadyho is ordered to conduct financial literacy training for the women. Ladies, if you meet a successful man, beautiful. But the primary investment at InvestFest should still be yourself. Judge Pettyworth orders the Singles Lounge renamed Kendra G's high-risk romantic asset class. And InvestFest receives a warning: if next year's promo says, "Where the millionaires at?" there better be SEC-style disclosures underneath. Past husband performance does not guarantee future relationship results. So what's the verdict, jury? Was Kendra G simply being a smart promoter, bringing singles together at a massive conference full of ambitious professionals and using a funny rich man hook to get people excited? Or, if you tell women, the rich men will be here. Some make $100,000 a month. Book your flight. Get your hotel. And the most viral footage comes back looking like a sorority convention waiting for the groom section to arrive. Do you owe the jury an explanation about the inventory? And here's the question that will tear the comments apart: who got played more? The women who showed up hoping to find successful men? Or the handful of successful single men who walked into a finance conference and discovered they had accidentally become the investment? Because Internet Court has reviewed the portfolio. And our final analyst rating on the Kendra G Richmond ETF is high demand, low supply, extreme volatility. Invest at your own risk.